I don't know, what do you say we just get going? How about we just get cracking on this thing? Let me just check. I'm just going to check and make sure all the tech is working. Looks like it is. That's great to know. It's not even the top of the hour yet, but I figured I'd start just a little bit early to let things settle, let people come into the room. We got some interesting things to talk about today, and in particular, we're going to talk about some really weird decisions that LinkedIn is making in removing some really important features. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to start in about 30 seconds. As soon as some people start to come into the room, the chat is open for you. If you want to chat, you want to put some things in the chat, you want to ask questions, I'm grateful if you do. But we are talking about LinkedIn today and some really strange, I got to tell you, I'm scratching my head, I'm puzzled, kind of puzzled over some of the decisions that LinkedIn are making. So I hope you have your coffee and I hope you're ready to go. We're going to talk about these things today. It was really hard. I wanted to just take a sip there, but I didn't. I don't know why. We're going to talk about, let's see who's here. Hey, Michael. Mike, yeah, thanks. All right, so yeah, we're going to talk about the two big changes that LinkedIn is making in about 5 days and why they're making those changes, why I predict they're making those changes. They're telling you one thing, but I really think something else is going on. And there's evidence in the industry dating back to 2015, I feel like I'm talking a mile a minute here, that this kind of stuff happens. We'll talk about why LinkedIn's doing it, and then I'm going to tell you what you can do right now, and then what you can do in a week to deal with this. All right, I see people coming in. I'm broadcasting live on all channels, so you can chat with me wherever you happen to be. YouTube is my favorite place to be. I'm going to shout out Michael, who's hanging out here right now. First one here, first one in the room. Thanks for being here. This is to you. Cheers. All right, what do you say we get going on this? So, I have annotations to put on the screen because, that would be the smart thing to do. So let's do this. So here's the first thing that LinkedIn is changing. And this came out in an email. So if you're on LinkedIn and you have an email address associated with your account, you probably got an email from LinkedIn maybe on Tuesday of this week, letting you know that LinkedIn is going to be stopping your ability to upload a profile video. So this is kind of mind-blowing to me because the profile video has been one of the most amazing innovations that LinkedIn has brought forward to the LinkedIn community, and it blows my mind that they are going to be stopping your ability to upload. Now that's a very important thing for you to understand, is that they're not going to allow you to upload a profile video, but they haven't said if or when they're going to remove your current profile video. So let's rewind, let's jump back, and let's talk about what these things are to begin with. LinkedIn is the only platform that has done this, and when they did, I was shouting across the land that I thought this was the most innovative thing, and it was incredible for a number of reasons. I'll share those reasons with you in just a minute. LinkedIn profile video is, you can only do it from your phone. You can look at it on any device, but from your phone, it would have been smart if I actually had LinkedIn open prior to doing this, but from your phone, your LinkedIn profile video is right here. That might not be in focus for you, but that's all right. So your LinkedIn profile video sits right behind your profile photo, and you can upload it directly from your phone. And you've got about 5 days to do this. So, because LinkedIn's going to stop your ability to upload it. So if you open up your phone, open up the LinkedIn app, go to your profile, and you click on your photo, you have the option to upload a video. Now, here are some of the requirements. The video has to be less than 30 seconds. You can record it directly from the app. That's very handy. Or you could produce a video and move it to your phone and then upload it from your phone. That's what I did with mine. I'm not going to make you sit through my 30-second one, but what happens is on the phone, on a tablet, on the computer, when someone visits your profile, the very first thing that happens, I'm going to refresh mine, the very first thing that, let's see if I can do this. Nah, not working. But the very first thing that happens is a little 3-second clip from that profile video plays right here where your profile photo is. Maybe if I do this, no. Thanks. So anyway, when someone visits your profile, it would be great if tech worked all the time the way we want it to. when someone visits your profile, they get a 3-second silent teaser of your profile video. Well, how cool is that? If you're looking to market yourself, you're looking to get clients, people are going to your LinkedIn profile to check you out. They're going to your profile to vet you, make sure you're a real person. Dog ear that, we're going to talk about that in a second. They're going to check you out. Well, LinkedIn gave you the ability to present a 30-second video to the people who are going to your profile. I'm going to turn down my volume because there's really no need to hear me yelling at you. But when you do this, let me see, I'll just go to view my profile video. You can see, you click on, there, I'll go back here. There's my 30-second pitch. And I produced mine. I put some graphics in it. I put some testimonials in it. And you can see I'm just kind of cycling quickly through some of the people that have come into my service, my private clients or people who are in my mastermind. By the way, if that intrigues you, just go here to proutyclass.com. You get a sample of what that's like. I hope I put that right here. Oh, nope, it's over here. Pointing in the wrong spot on the air. That's why I don't do TikTok. I struggle to point in the air. If you go to proutyclass.com, you can see what it's like to actually work with me. You go to take a free class. Anyway, there's my 30-second profile video. I love this thing, and I made it all about my clients. So I could have sat there and pitched for 30 seconds, but instead I made it all about my clients. And I've had that up for a while, and every day I get messages from people saying, I love that. I love your profile video, and I get people reaching out to me, connecting with me, and that's the first thing that they say is that I really like your profile video. So anyway, that's what a profile video is. LinkedIn gave us the ability to put a 30-second pitch on our profile. So how intrusive is this 30-second pitch? Because it doesn't just automatically load, and in fact, you only get, I'll see if I can show you what the 3-second silent preview looks like. I'm going to try to show you really quick. Click on my profile. Oh, view profile. Here we go. And then right when it loads, yeah, you can see it. There was a 3-second teaser, but it's silent. So it's not intrusive. It's intriguing. It's finally the thing that LinkedIn does that's different from all the other platforms. It feels to me like LinkedIn's always trying to just catch up with what the other platforms are doing. This felt like something that was innovative. And I put a video up there the moment it was available to me. And then I taught my Inner Circle program, which you get a sample of if you go here, proutyclass.com. I'll just keep reminding you of that. And I talked to my masterminds and my private clients about that. And everybody got theirs up, and it just works. And it's, like I was saying, it's not intrusive. It's not like in your face. There's just a 3-second silent teaser. It's user initiated to actually go ahead and watch it. So someone visiting my profile had to make the behavioral decision to watch the video. They had to click and watch it. So it's really strange to me why LinkedIn is suppressing this or doing away with this. Because the benefits to this are huge. Let's talk about the benefits to your profile video. By the way, you have until June 26th to get one up there. I'll tell you what to do in just a moment. The benefits to having this up there, the first and most obvious benefit is it gives you the opportunity to make a human connection with the person who's visiting your profile. Now, how cool is that? Because in today's world, we are less connected than ever. And there are lots of examples of that. In fact, what you might have noticed, but you'd be surprised how few people did, go ahead and look at all of the promotional videos for the new Apple VR the new Apple VR glasses, whatever those things are called. Every single one of those has the person sitting isolated, like sitting by themselves, no one else even around them. So we're in this weird place where people are feeling less and less connected to other people. And it's largely a number of reasons. I mean, you can look at what's happened for the past couple of years and you can place some attribution there. We're all working from remote places, a lot of us. And the internet, while it has connected us in very interesting ways, that human connection sometimes goes away. So in addition to being able to put a 30-second pitch or a 30-second introduction in front of people who are visiting my profile, it also gives me the opportunity to connect with you and to connect with people who visit my profile. So I think that's really important, especially if we're looking to market our businesses and services, and in particular, if you are your product. And who isn't? Even if you work for a company, you represent that company. You represent the product. And so the ability to make that human connection is just tremendous. And LinkedIn gave us that, and now they're taking it away. So the third biggest benefit to this, and this is one that I'm not sure I've heard anyone else talking about. I'll make that dramatic pause while I sip the espresso, is that a LinkedIn profile video allows us to validate that we are who we say we are. So what does that mean? How many times have you been on LinkedIn or other social platforms and you get a follower or you get a friend request or a connection request from somebody and just something seems a little bit off? Something seems a little bit weird about this person. I get a lot of unreasonably hot women reaching out and connecting with me. It's just like an abnormal amount. And when you connect with them, the first message that pops up is hi or hey. It's always hey with a lot of Y's for some reason. I think that's pronounced hey with a wave emoji. And so I'm like, yes, hello. And then they immediately go and try to sell me into some financial scheme, or they send me an OnlyFans link, or they try to get me to some private server or whatever. And it's like, okay, great, thanks. I'm actually here to do work and I'm here to grow my business. Are you coming into my typical response is, are you going to sign up for one of my programs or nah? And generally they go away. So like these aren't real women, of course. These are that are connecting with me. And for you, it might be women, it might be men. I don't know. I'm not you. I'm not on your computer. What's happening is these are just people that are sitting around in some sort of a sweatshop room that are stealing pictures of men and women and then creating fake accounts so that they can lure you into whatever scam they're trying to sell you into. There's a lot of that goes on. And sometimes if I have an abundance of time, never. Sometimes if I do, which is never, I will say, hey, I just want to make sure you are who you say you are. Write my name on a piece of paper and hold it up and send me a selfie. And then they always get really angry at me when I ask them to verify who they are. That was a huge tangent to say there's a lot of fake profiles out there. If you look through my YouTube channel, you can see I have some videos on how to quickly determine if a LinkedIn profile is fake or not. I'm going to make another one this week because I had someone reach out to me just this week that it's wild how real they tried to make this profile look, but there was like one little key indicator that said to me this is a fake profile, and with like 5 minutes of research I was able to find out that it's completely fake. And they were positioning they were trying to get some money out of me. They were trying to sell me something. I'm going to make that video later this week or early next week, and I'll probably annotate this somewhere, wherever I can annotate this screen with a link to that. And that's at about 12 minutes into the video. That's my mental reminder of where to put that thing. When you have a profile video, let's circle right back around. Your profile video validates you are who you say you are. So LinkedIn gave us the ability to put a profile video up there so that when people come to our profiles, not only are we able to introduce ourselves and pitch to them, not only are we able to make a human connection with them, but we're also able to validate that we're a real human. And we are the person that you're seeing in the pictures and the posts and the profile picture. That's the fastest way to make that valid connection and showcase that this is a real profile. I don't know what the percentage of fake profiles are on social media. It's got to be huge because people are just using these things. I mean, like everybody is subject to people using fake profiles to try to scam them out of money. I mean, that's what it's all about. And the platforms don't seem to be doing anything about it aside from giving you the opportunity to report it. Anyway, the profile video was a very fast way of validating you are who you say you are. So that is what a profile video is. Those are the three biggest benefits that I can think of. I'm sure there are more to having a profile video. And so LinkedIn sends us an email this week and says, we're going to get rid of this. And their reason was, and this is where I believe, I don't believe that this is completely honest. I don't want to accuse anyone of lying, but I'm struggling to believe this. In the message, LinkedIn said that it spoke with its creators and its community, and that LinkedIn profile videos weren't providing the value. Please. I mean, it didn't take me long to come up with 3 really good reasons why we should have these things. And I'm sure if I spent a little more time, I could come up with more. Those are really good reasons. LinkedIn is a business networking platform. What's the most amazing way to network in business? It's to talk, it's to show people you are who you are, to express yourself, to make a human connection. So to say that their community is saying that they're getting no value from these things, I'm calling BS on that one. So what's really happening here? Well, my prediction in this case is that they're going to bring the profile video back, but only for paid members of the platform. So they'll change it in some way. Maybe they'll make it 45 seconds or a minute so that they're not bringing the same thing back. Maybe they'll make it so that the teaser is now 5 seconds, or that it plays automatically. They'll do something. They'll change the way it presents itself. They'll adjust the tech. So it's not like they shut it off and then said, oh, you got to pay us for this, and they bring it back. They'll change it so that it's something different, and they'll make that only available to people who pay for the platform. So I'm all for paying for a platform that you get value from, right? I mean, that only makes sense. That's the concept of fair exchange. If I'm going to get something from a platform, I'm going to pay for it, because that's fair exchange. That keeps us in balance. And you know, that's something to think about in every aspect of your life. When you get something from someone, it's wise to return something of equal value to keep you in balance and to keep them in balance. That's the law of fair exchange. So I'm all for paying for something that I get value from. But when a platform like LinkedIn doesn't actively do things to suppress the fake accounts that are looking to deceive, this is what I call the dark underbelly of LinkedIn, that LinkedIn's doing nothing about. When they don't do anything to actively suppress that, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me to have to pay for that. I don't want to pay to be subject to more people trying to scam me. And I don't think anybody should. So my prediction on this one, oh wow, I just looked at the time. Holy smoke, that time is going by fast. My prediction is that LinkedIn is going to bring back that feature in some way, but only for people who pay. So you can watch that happen. As I'm looking at my monitor, I'm realizing that my lights, the lights in here turned off, and it might have gotten a little bit dark for you. You can just go ahead. I'm just going to turn those back on, and then we'll go to our second topic. It's kind of like we're just sitting here having coffee and chatting. So I do hope you're okay with that. If I kind of look away from you for a second, let me just turn these lights back on. And then we'll go on to the second topic, which is even more mind-blowing to me. There we go. Got those lights back on. Helped out. All right, so the second topic that we're going to talk about today is, and let me just check in and see what's going on. Thank you so much. Hey, thanks so much for being here, everybody that's here. I'm just looking across all the channels, and I'm seeing everybody that's here. I'm really very grateful for that. Thank you for being here. All right, second topic is this one. This one's equally bizarre to me, is that LinkedIn's going to be doing away with carousel posts. So in the time that we have left, let's follow the same format. Let's talk about what a carousel post is, what are the benefits of a carousel post, and then why LinkedIn is getting rid of these things. I do have an idea on this one as well. So you've seen carousel posts. A carousel post is a static post on LinkedIn that is comprised of multiple images that you can cycle through. And so you can, when you see one of these things, there's like a cover image and then an arrow that points to the right. And when you click on that, it cycles through multiple images. And so these are incredible, these carousel posts. One of the benefits for these is that you can take information and break it into small chunks. And you can cycle through those small chunks of information, you can present that information and the viewer can cycle through it. So an easy way to understand this is you could create let's say a 5-step guide on how to do something with 5 simple steps. So pardon me, you can create a cover page that says, hey, here are 5 steps for how to create a great LinkedIn post. And then they click next. Step number 1, come up with a great topic. And then a little bit of explainer on what that is. Step number 2, work on your headline. A little explainer for what that is. Step number 3, write a great intro paragraph. Step number 4, fill in the rest with detailed information. Step number 5, have a call to action at the end. So now we've just created a 5-step how to create a great LinkedIn post. By the way, that is a great way to create a LinkedIn post. And so you could put those on different slides and upload them as a document to a LinkedIn post. So you could create these in Canva, you could create this using any presentation program like PowerPoint or Google, whatever Google's presentation tool is, or Keynote on the Mac. Export it as a PDF, upload it, and now people can cycle through. So the biggest benefit to a carousel post is that people can consume the information how they like leafing through a book. So that's pretty cool. Another benefit is it allows you a more creative way to present your information. So it's different. So it stands out. It will stop people in the scroll and get them to engage with your content. And then the biggest reason that I think these carousel posts are important, and I have the document up right here. This is from LinkedIn's own blog. This is from LinkedIn's engineering blog, which I spend a lot of time reading because it helps me understand the platform. Get ready for this. Across 14 industries, carousel posts have an engagement rate of 0.72% versus the next highest type of content, which is video, which has a 0.68% engagement rate. So LinkedIn carousel posts, ready? This is from LinkedIn. This is not me making up numbers. This is from LinkedIn themselves. Their carousel posts have the highest engagement rate across any type of post. That's from LinkedIn themselves. And LinkedIn, in the headline of this article, which I'm looking at right here, says 2 times higher pardon me, 2 times higher audience engagement. LinkedIn carousel, right here in the title. 2 times higher audience engagement. Are you hearing this? LinkedIn is doing away with carousel posts next week. They're doing away with a post type that gets 2 times higher engagement. That's what they're saying. Not what some mooyuk somewhere is saying. They're telling you that these have 2 times higher engagement. And why are they getting rid of them? Because for the same reason that they're getting rid of the LinkedIn profile video, they talked to their community and the community said that they're not getting value. That's a lie. Ooh, I said I wasn't going to say that anybody's lying. Rewind. Cut that out from your brain. It's a lie. That was my coffee cup talking. I don't believe them at all. And the reason I don't believe them is because right here in their engineering blog, they're telling us that LinkedIn carousel posts get twice the engagement of a regular post, get the highest engagement from all the posts, and they're taking them away. Why are they taking these things away? My suspicion is they're either going to, unlikely, make them only available for paying people with paying memberships into the LinkedIn platform, like premium levels. I doubt that. I more suspect that they're making them only available for advertisers on LinkedIn. So you'll have to pay to advertise on LinkedIn to get the most engaging type of post. What a load. What a load. I said in the write-up for this video, I'm very cranky about this because they're taking away your ability to market yourself, and that makes me cranky. So, prediction number 1, we're going to get back the profile videos, but we're going to get them back only for paid membership levels. Prediction number 2, LinkedIn carousel posts go away, 2 times higher engagement, but they're going to go away because they say their creators don't like them. That's, you know what that is. And those things are only going to be available when you advertise on LinkedIn, which happens to be the most expensive place to advertise, which is LinkedIn. Thanks, LinkedIn, for making it so expensive to market on LinkedIn. You really got to know what you're doing when you're doing your targeting on LinkedIn advertising. Otherwise, you can lose a lot of money there. You'll lose more money to LinkedIn advertising than you will to the scammers who are posing as, other people on the platform. Okay, so where's the evidence? Where's my evidence that this has happened? Well, go back to 2015 when Facebook came out and said, we're finding that our users are not liking content that's coming out from business pages. We're finding that our users are not liking business content being presented in their feeds. So we're going to actively suppress the content from business pages. So if you had a business page on Facebook and you were posting content prior to this change, it was seen as frequently as personal content. Then this change happened and they said the users aren't liking this. It's very similar to what LinkedIn is saying right now. At the same time, Facebook came out and said, oh, and by the way, we've got this great ad platform if you want to get your business pages more visible. Very interesting. So that's my calculus for why this is happening. So let's talk about what you should do right now in the couple of minutes that we have left. Let me just switch over. I'm just going to check in on all the chats. So, somebody says none of this is good news. I'm not positive that it's neither good news nor bad news. We simply must flow with this. As people who are marketing our businesses, we just have to flow with the conditions that are presented to us. So it's not bad news. It's not good news. It's just news. And we've got to be flexible. Remind me to use I used this with my mastermind yesterday. I told them about this. The metaphor here is the mighty oak versus the reed. I'll tell you about that in just a second. So somebody says, how do I find potential clients on LinkedIn? I want you to go to the YouTube channel, which you're probably watching this on right now because that's where I found this question. And I want you to search for a video called my Boolean search training. Boolean. Boolean search is a very specific kind of search that you can do on LinkedIn, and it's going to help you find your potential clients. So for the person that's asked that question, just go and find that training within my YouTube. I've got like 400 videos up there, but just do a search for Chris Prouty Boolean, Boolean. I will set a mental note that at about the 27-minute mark, I'll annotate that here when I can do that. That's going to show you how to find potential clients like this, really, really good potential clients. So this is not really, it's not good news, it's not bad news, it's just news. And I like to use this metaphor. If you have a mighty oak tree standing here somewhere, and then you have like a blade of grass, like a reed, sitting here as well. When a big wind blows, the mighty oak falls, never to stand up again. The reed falls, but when the wind stops, it stands back up. And that's what I want you to remember when you're in business and in life and in anything. Just be like the reed. And when something happens, just let it happen. And now how do we stand back up? So how do you stand back up with this? Well, the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is in the next 4 days, get your profile video up there. And it's got to be good. You've got to do your best 30-second introduction. Get it up onto LinkedIn. How do you do it? You take out the app, you open up the LinkedIn app, you go to your profile. As I showed you earlier in this video, just go to your LinkedIn profile on the app. You can only do this on the mobile app. Go there, click on your face, and it's going to say record a profile video. I want you to set this down. We don't need the old shaky hand. Set this down, get lighting so you look good, okay? Tidy up whatever's behind you, tidy up just a little bit, and I want you to give your best 30-second pitch. And I want you to record it, and I want you to put it up there. Make sure you have a call to action so people will know what to do next. You know, in my mastermind yesterday, we scripted these things out. And I've got the people who are in that mastermind sending me theirs for approval before they upload it. They're so unbelievably good. And that's what I want you to do, is just put a really, really good 30-second pitch up there. I don't know how long that video is going to stay there. It might stay there for a long time, especially if LinkedIn makes it so that you have to pay to upload them. You'll get to put one up there, but if you ever want to change it, you got to subscribe to a higher level platform, higher level on the platform. So action item number one, success step number one for you, be the read and realize that it's not good news, it's not bad news, it's just news, and we have to deal with it. We have to deal with it. So when the wind blows, we'll stand right back up, okay? Step number two, I want you to do your best 30-second pitch. Upload it to LinkedIn before the 26th. I would do it before the 25th because who knows what kind of shenanigans are going to happen. So get that up there in the next couple of days so that you have it up there. It's going to stay there for a while, but you're not going to be able to change it. So remember that. So do your best 30-second pitch. And then next, your carousel posts. If you want to advertise on LinkedIn, you certainly can. If you still want to do those carousel posts, I wouldn't advertise just to use carousel posts. I would advertise because you have a great offer that you want to get in front of a very targeted audience, and you understand your numbers. You know the lifetime value of your client. You understand what it's going to cost to get a lead that turns into a client, and all of those numbers balance out. And those are the things that we talk about in my mastermind, and you can get a taste of that right here, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. Oh, yes, I did. Just go to proutyclass.com. You get a taste of what it's like to work with me for free. It's a free class that you can go right there. Bling. I wish I had that sound effect that I could use. We are past the bottom of the hour. So thank you so much for those of you that continue to hang out with me here today. So I would say continue to use carousel posts on all the other platforms, especially Instagram, where we do find the highest. We find that on Instagram, carousel posts get higher engagement than Instagram Reels, of all things. So I would recommend still using those on other platforms and just go and do what LinkedIn lets you do for now. So there you go. That was a half-an-hour rant on some what I think are some very short-sighted decisions that LinkedIn is making. We just have to take it. We have to let the wind blow, stand back up, and we just have to keep marketing ourselves. And we have to keep marketing our businesses and getting those clients coming in. We can still use LinkedIn to do it. We just have to do it a little bit differently. All right. So I'm going to wrap this up. Somebody says, do I have any thoughts on LinkedIn Live? I do. I think LinkedIn Live is incredible. So here's how I want you to, this wasn't what this is about, but since you asked, my recommendation is 2 different ways of going live on LinkedIn. First, I recommend video live because I think video is incredible, and you can use, if you just want to dip your toe in the water to see if LinkedIn Live is right for you. I think you've got to go live a few times to get people used to you going live. There's a program called OBS, which is Open Broadcasting Studio. It's free. It's what I'm using right now to broadcast to you. And OBS is just this free software that allows you to connect to LinkedIn and broadcast live. You can use, I'm using a camera setup because I have a camera and lighting, but you can use your webcam on your computer and you can go right live to LinkedIn. So really briefly, if you're going to go live to LinkedIn, set up OBS, connect it to LinkedIn, schedule a live video, and then go live. Have a topic that you're ready to talk about. Break that topic into 2 or 3 subtopics. Have just some notes ready to go so that you can refer to them so that you keep the pace flowing. Go live. Try to go live for maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15, maybe 20, maybe 34 minutes or longer, and talk about your topic. People will join in, they'll watch, they'll depart. One of the cool things about going live to LinkedIn is that while you're live, if someone visits your profile, the live video is playing in your banner. And so what I'd like you to do, I'm going to give Cicely Simpson a shout out, Cicely. I want you to go check out Cicely Simpson and look at her LinkedIn profile. She goes live every Monday at 9:30 a.m. like clockwork. So you can always see her going live. She does very short, highly motivational business lives. She's incredible. So she's a great example. I go live to LinkedIn every once in a while. I really do prefer going live to YouTube. I would rather hang out with you here on YouTube because I really do love the YouTube platform. But yeah, going live to LinkedIn I think is a great thing. That's one way to do it, is using OBS. Okay, so just go search for OBS, install it, configure it. There are lots of tutorials everywhere, or reach out to me if you want to hop on a quick call. I can certainly help you with that. And then broadcast to LinkedIn through that platform, but have your topic ready to go. My topic was ready to go, and how I prepared for this was I had 2 sentences. I had LinkedIn's getting rid of the profile videos, LinkedIn's getting rid of carousel posts. That's all I needed because I've been doing this for a long time. You might want to have a few more notes available to you, and that's totally fine. And then go live, let people join, interact with your audience, kind of like I'm doing here with you, and do it regularly so that people know and expect it to happen. So pick a time and just go regularly. Try to do it maybe for 4 weeks, once a week for 4 weeks, see what kind of engagement you get. The other way of going live is by doing a LinkedIn audio-only event. And what I'd like you to do is check out Randy Carpina, R-A-N-D-I. She is an IP attorney, and she does a monthly IP chat. And it is her highest engaged content, where she goes live for about a half an hour once a month. I think it's the last Wednesday of the month. And she talks about all things about intellectual property. And she has other people that do it with her. She brings the audience in to chat. So this is kind of like, remember Clubhouse that didn't really work? It's that on LinkedIn. And you have to turn on creator mode to be able to do this. So go down in your profile, scroll down to resources, creator mode, turn it on, and they will give you the opportunity to do live events. You might not get it right away, but you'll get it. And then you can do a live audio only event directly from the LinkedIn platform. You don't need a third party to do that. And now you schedule these things and you just sit around and chat about a topic. But again, have a main topic, break it into 3 subtopics so that you can keep the pace and keep things flowing, so you're not just sitting like, well, what are we going to talk about now? And then people are abandoning. Because people come to you for what you do and your level of expertise. They want to be educated. So give that to them. So you have 2 different ways of going live to LinkedIn. If we are not connected, you and I, on LinkedIn, please connect with me so that I can be a part of this. I'd love to watch what you do. And that was a great question, and I'm very grateful that you asked it. And in fact, what I'll probably do is make some detailed tutorials to put up on the YouTube channel for you on that. And we are 7 minutes past the bottom of the hour. I promised I would only go for a half an hour on these things, but I'm grateful for those questions, so thank you for that. And I'm just looking across all the platforms now to make sure I haven't missed anything, and there are no other questions for me. So let me just check that really, really quick, and I don't see anything else, so I guess we're gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Go here, go to proutyclass.com and go check this out. It is such a cool training. You're gonna get a ton out of it. You're gonna love it. And then while you're there, maybe think about coming into one of my programs. I mean, for like as little as like $3 a day, we get to hang out. And it's more than hanging out. And I get to yell at you, and I get to teach you a bunch of stuff, and I get to do your marketing with you, and you accelerate like a rocket ship. So maybe explore that. It'd be really cool if you did. I'd like to see you in there. All right, that's it for me. Thank you for those of you who were here the whole time. I'm looking at the stats. I see the people that were here the whole time. I'm so grateful for you. I'm going to shut this down and get myself back to work, as you should as well. You have my permission to go get clients today, so please go do that. Thanks so much for hanging out. It's Chris Prouty. I'll see you in the very next live. Take care.